JP Morgan recently sold 500 million XRP, and the crypto market is going crazy. You may assume that's bad news for people who own XRP, but it's actually a huge chance. You won't believe what comes next. This is the kind of event that might change everything for XRP and the whole crypto industry. Let's talk about why this drop from JP Morgan could be one of the best things that has ever happened to XRP and how it could lead to a price of $500,000 by 2030. But first, let's get ready. So what really happened? What does it indicate for the future of XRP if JP Morgan sold off so much of it? Whale Alert data just showed that JP Morgan, one of the biggest banks in the world, has sold a huge amount of XRP. 500 million. This isn't just a little deal. This decision has shocked the whole crypto industry. Many people in the crypto world were worried about this move because they couldn't understand why a big company like JP Morgan would sell so much XRP. Is there anything we're not seeing? Or is this part of a bigger, more complicated plan? The truth is that this move isn't as simple as it sounds. This choice has more than just a simple sale behind it. There are layers of strategy and intent. It could even be a planned way to disguise something far bigger. JP Morgan could be exploiting this dump to hide what they really want to do. You know, banks like JP Morgan have been hiding XRP from each other for years. They have a history of changing markets to their advantage, and this could be another case of that. By dumping so much XRP right now, they're actually dominating the story, keeping the market down and stopping regular investors from properly appreciating how much potential XRP has. This strategy keeps the price low and the market unsure of what to do. This is an example of a pump and dump strategy. In the financial realm, big companies often manipulate the market to their advantage. But this is where things get interesting. The dump won't last long. This isn't the end of the line for JP Morgan. It's simply one aspect of their bigger plan. Banks are getting ready for something far bigger in the future. They have plans for the future that go beyond these short-term measures. They are selling for less now, but once they have drove the price down and dominated the market for a period, they will come back and buy in for 10 times the price. This is a smart approach to get the most out of their future profits while keeping the market under their control. You might be wondering why banks would be scared about XRP in the first place. Ripple's CEO has made it very plain why XRP is a danger to established banks. He has said that XRP might end their monopoly on global finance. Ripple wants XRP to totally change how people send money across borders, making it faster, cheaper, and more open. Banks know that once XRP is used by a lot of people, they will have a lot less power over the financial system. This is why they're trying everything they can to keep it down, at least for now. But believe me, these banks won't be able to ignore XRP for long. They'll buy it back at far higher prices when the time is ripe. This is where things get even more fascinating. By now, you undoubtedly know a lot about CBDCs, or central bank digital currencies. These aren't just another kind of digital cash. They are digital counterparts of regular fiat currencies that central banks issue and control. CBDCs are digital currencies that central banks all around the world are starting to use. They want to keep the stability and confidence of traditional currencies while also getting the benefits of digital transactions. XRP is at the center of this revolution in digital currencies, which will be the future of money. XRP's technology makes it easy to send money quickly and cheaply across borders, which is great for the new digital economy, Ripple has always seen XRP as a mechanism to make payments across borders, and the rise of CBDCs will only make XRP more popular. This is because XRP can translate between multiple digital currencies. Why? Because CBDCs need a certain amount of XRP to make it easier to trade across currencies. This reserve is like a pool of money that makes sure transactions go smoothly and quickly. Ripple has already talked to a number of central banks throughout the world. When these CBDCs come out, there will be a significant need for XRP. Ripple is making alliances and working together with other companies that will make it easy for XRP to be used in the global financial system. JP Morgan and other institutions are selling now because they know that once CBDCs are completely incorporated into the financial system, XRP's value will go through the roof. They are putting themselves in a good position to take advantage of the rise in demand that is coming. They want to buy back in at a reduced price before the demand starts to rise, which will happen soon. They did this on purpose to make the most money in the long run. Let's talk about the major price projection now: $500,000 by February 1930. At first glance, this number may seem impossible, but let's look more closely at why this prediction isn't so crazy. This may sound crazy, but when you look at the whole thing, it starts to make sense. The financial world is moving faster than ever before, thanks to new technologies and shifting market conditions. There is a huge change happening in the world's financial system. New technologies are making it harder for traditional banks to do business, which is opening up new opportunities for digital assets like XRP. Small banks are already having a hard time staying in business because they can't keep up with the fast developments and more competition from fintech startups. On the other hand, bigger organizations are having a hard time keeping up with emerging technology. To stay relevant in this new age, they are putting a lot of money into digital transformation. XRP is quite valuable since it makes it easy to send money across borders for a lot less than traditional banks. This efficiency is important because more and more people want financial services that are faster and cheaper. The price will go up when more banks and other financial institutions start using XRP to settle transactions. The network effect will make people want to use it more, which will raise demand and prices. Not only that, but the financial system is about to change a lot with the introduction of CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, and the growing use of blockchain technology by businesses. XRP is about to become a key actor in the future of money around the world. It is in a good position to take advantage of these changes because of its technology and strategic alliances. That's why XRP's price might go up to $500,000 by the end of 1930. These forces coming together make this big goal seem possible. But why is it so essential that JP Morgan is selling XRP right now? It's a sign of need. Banks are worried about XRP's potential, so they're doing all they can to keep it down until they can figure out what to do next. They know XRP is on the way, and they realize they need to own it to stay competitive. This is why they are only temporarily selling XRP right now. When the regulatory ambiguity about XRP is over, and CBDCs and other blockchain-based payment systems are up and running, we could see a huge increase in demand for XRP. When that happens, the price could skyrocket. What does this mean for you if you own XRP or want to buy some? It suggests that now is the time to buy. The market is not sure what will happen right now, But that's when the smart money moves. This is a great time to buy XRP. If you think it has long-term potential, the price is about to shoot through the roof. Don't let the scare tactics get to you. JP Morgan and other banks are getting ready for the future. When they discover how powerful XRP really is, they'll fight for every last token, and by then, it might be too late for regular investors to get in. In the end, JP Morgan's decision to sell XRP is not a show of weakness. It is a smart move to get ready for the future. XRP will be at the center of changes in the global financial system. When banks and other financial organizations discover how valuable XRP is, they'll buy it back at much higher prices. You don't want to miss out. XRP is one of the most promising assets in the crypto market because it is used for cross-border payments in CBDCs and by more and more big companies. Don't allow the noise of the moment get in the way. XRP has a bright future, and by February 1930, its price might be as high as $500,000. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to stay up to date with XRP's rise to the top, hit the bell. What do you think about JP Morgan getting rid